Shalom, shalom. Just out here in the woods, man. Just a quick little, few little scriptures through the spirit, pretty much. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna talk about, but I'm gonna talk about something through the spirit, man. I've been walking on the trail here, and just thinking about, this video that Elder Yashawamba put out last night. But I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rehakak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders, the great millstone who rule well, teach well, being great example to his brothers, and peace and salutations to you hopeful elect men, women, and children. Just coming to a few scriptures, man. I just want you to have, just look at the woods, man, and just get in the zone, you know what I mean? And hey, man, it's almost that time, man. But Elder Yashawamba went to a video last night, News and Prophecy, and he was talking about how there was another video he pulled up about all types of fires going on around the world, all types of fires that are going on, and I kind of wanted to talk about that, because the Lord is visiting the earth in which he made, man, So let me start off with that, actually, in the book of 2nd Esdras. I don't know why I got these notes right here. I don't know if they'll match up or not, but let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 9, right? It's the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 1, and it reads, "And he answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made." And as you look out into the world, you read through the scriptures. You read through St. Matthew's chapter 24. You read through 2nd Esdras chapter 9, where we're reading right now. You read through all these different scriptures, right? Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all these, St. Matthew, St. Luke, Obadiah, everything is leading on to this point, man, in which we're seeing these people go down, man. We're seeing our Lord visiting the earth in which he made. You're seeing all these beautiful things, man. It's a very special and exciting time to be alive, being that we're getting to see the fall of our enemies. You know what I mean? And we're measuring the time. And how do you measure the time? You got to look at the scriptures, comparing the different news articles, comparing the different things that are happening in the earth, compare them to prophecy, man. The things that are happening in the world, okay? And you know that the Lord is that much closer to coming to collect his elect and bringing in his kingdom of righteousness, man. You know what I mean? This is going to be really quick. It says, 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and 3, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people." Now we're seeing all kind of earthquakes and uproars of the people. It's hurricane season. You had the things that happened in Maui not too long ago. The fire being off, sent out. All types of fires everywhere in the earth. They're trying to control them. They're acting like they control them. But really, they're trying to bring in their New World Order. They're trying to bring in them 15-minute cities. They're trying to bring in all those things like that, man. They're really trying to forward their agenda. Okay? And they think the people are stupid, but even their own people are waking up against that. They're just some wicked ass people, man. Even their own people are waking up against that They're realizing that, yeah, these people are wicked, man. You know? Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay? Because what the Lord say, yeah, go back to the book of St. Matthew's, right? Or St. Luke, or whatever you want to go, man. Luke, Matthew's. But I like to go to Matthew's, right? This is St. Matthew's, chapter 20. Bear with me. It should be 24. St. Matthew's chapter 24. And I'll start at I'll start at 6. St. Matthew's chapter 24 and 6. And it reads, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. Okay, so we were just reading in 2nd Esdras chapter 9, right? He said he told you these things a while ago, right? 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things, through his son, Yahushua, and through different prophets, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So what we're witnessing, I'm going to have to turn this music off because it's getting on my dang nerves. I turn it down. What we're witnessing is all the prophecies coming to pass, man. What the Lord is doing in the earth. It says, St. Matthew's chapter 24 again, in 6, and ye shall hear of wars, Ukraine, Russia, North Korea, China, Israel, Palestine, Israel, Iraq, and Iran. All these wars and rumors of wars, man. You see? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there should be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places, man. Yeah, that's how we see all day. Famines. That goes into hunger. Okay, it's all types of people that are hungry out there, man. And that's a plague from the Lord, man. Go back to 2nd Esdras. Okay. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and 16 are happening right now. Real day, real time, man. Right now, today. It says, verse 8. Or verse 7 again, it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there should be famines, which is hunger, and pestilences, the C-19 and all these different things, different sicknesses, mass famine, which causes different sicknesses because people are, they end up homeless or anything like that. They end up hungry, and hygiene is a huge thing. So, you don't take care of your body and things like that. Things start happening, start getting sick and start getting other people sick. And earthquakes in diverse places. A lot of earthquakes. You can go to the earthquake map There's at least 100 earthquakes a day, man. Like 100 earthquakes a day, probably. You know, all these things are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9, St. Matthew's 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, because they don't want us to speak about the Lord Yahweh Shai. You know, that's why they're taking our videos down all the time. They medical misinformation and all this thing. Like, you know, my two backup channels right now are, you know, it's Zakar Kasad Ba and Zakar Kasad 777. Those are my two backup channels, and they're down for strikes. You know, like, and I've already lost 3 channels before all these channels. You know, I've already lost. So, you know, they can keep shaking the channels down. We're gonna keep on rocking. We're gonna keep on pushing this word, man. This is let me skip down to 12, and it says, and because iniquity, sin stacked on top of sin, shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That was just an article I read this morning of a dude a few counties over, you know, is in Brown County, you know, here in Indiana. He had killed this Buddhist dude, you know, like for like because they were arguing over their properties and stuff, and I guess the mailman delivered some stuff that was to his property or whatever happened, but he blowed his damn brains out, man. You know, blowed his damn brains out, and you know, they were going into the article. You know, there was an article not too long ago of a woman and her mother, you know, the grandmother, got burned up, you know, by the young woman and her mother. Okay, they burnt up the grandmother, burnt her on the grill, right? First they cut her body up, burnt her on the grill, and try to get rid of the evidence. So it's all types of bad things that are happening in the earth. You know, you got human trafficking, you got kids being killed, kids being sacrificed to Baal and Moloch. You got all these things happening, man. This world is completely out of order, man. Completely against the Lord. Okay, let's go back here to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and 5, and it says, for like as all is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end is manifest, man. If you can't see that the end is here, then something wrong with you, man. You know, something is definitely wrong with you. The end is here. You know, that's why it's good that, you know, you know, it's a rejoicing feeling to us because we know what the will of the Lord is. But these people don't know. They have no idea that they're constantly stressed out. You got road rage incidents at an all-time high. People getting out the car, shooting each other and killing each other, and all types of things, man. You know, you got people that are really at a point. It's called like a breaking point, right? You know, like it's like, I don't know how much I can take anymore. You got parents killing their children. You know, I seen a video the other day of a dude that was about to throw his baby. They were trying to get him to stop. He was about to throw his baby over the bridge. I think it was somewhere in like Detroit or something. But you know, it's getting to that point where, you know, hey, there's all types of things that are happening, and it all leads back to the scriptures and what the Lord said, what was going to happen in these last days, man. That's how you know that we're in the very, very last of the very, very last days, man. Let me go back to 2nd Esdras chapter 8, and I'll start at verse 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, which are these times, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. Many great miseries. Many great misery. And you know what they say, misery loves company. So people are walking around miserable. You know, these people are miserable, man. They're in a very evil, wicked state. They're totally gone from the Lord. You know, that brings up another scripture. This is yeah, that makes me want to go back to Second Esdras chapter. Let me see. What's that? Let me see. Chapter 5. Yeah, this is Second Esdras chapter 5, and let me see. And it says, oh man, I'm getting bit up out here, boy. Nevertheless, verse 1, right? Second Esdras chapter 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, man. Yeah, everybody's good. You know, everybody is just it's like an angel of death, you know. It's like that. It's like an angel of death is out here in these different cities, you know, Chicago, like you know, you look at places like, you know, Philadelphia, San Francisco, uh, different places, man. Like there's angels of death, you know, just taking people out, man. You know, just taking their asses out, man. And it's ultimately the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's taking them out, man. You know, that's why you should be afraid in these days, man. And we should be trying our best to get right with the Lord and try to do our best to, you know, make him happy in any kind of way we can, man. You know, us brothers, you know, you prophets out there, you constantly possessed. Shalom, brother on the comic board, man. Yeah, it's Shazak. Yeah, Shazak by Yahweh. Hey, shalom to you, brother. Yeah, man, because, you know, we live in those days whenever, you know, we just want to please the Lord, man. Any kind of way we can, because these people out here, man, they're not pleasing the Lord, man. And you know, it shows because he's sending death angels after them, man. You know, the book of Isaiah 45 and 7 tells us that, you know, the Lord forms the light and creates darkness, man. You know? So, you know, bad situations that happen, he's the one that's, you know, manufacturing those things, man. You know, he's the one that sends the death angels out and like, all right, go take care of this, go take care of that, go handle that for me. You know what I mean? Go handle that for me. You know? And there's not enough fear of the Lord in this place, man. There's not enough fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So he's making people fear him, man. He's, you know, like the scriptures say that every knee shall bow, man. The Lord gonna get us respect one way or another, man. You know? He gonna get us respect, man. Let me read that again. Second Esdras chapter 5, verses 1. And it says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith, lack of faith. Ain't nobody got faith in the Lord here. They got faith in the devil. They got faith in themselves. You got social media, right? You know, everybody's worshiping themselves, man. Worshiping different idols, different celebrities, worshiping everything besides the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Therefore, you know, they're going to be taken in great number. Because, like the scriptures say, hey, they all knew, you know, they all know. Verse 2, it says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. In the land that thou seest now to have root, shall thou see wasted suddenly, man. Sudden destruction. You got them C-19s, you got C-23 coming out, C-25. They gonna keep on bringing them C's, man. And I kept on saying that in my last videos, and that's what they took my shit down for medical misinformation, man. But it is what it is. I don't care. I didn't say nothing about the real name or anything like that, but it is what it is. Maybe I did. Who cares? I don't give a fuck anymore, man. To be honest with you. Forgive my language. I don't care anymore, man. I don't care anymore. Let's go back to the book, Second Esdras. Chapter, let's go back to 9. It says, Second Esdras chapter 9, and I'll start at verse 9. Yep. And it says, then shall they be in pitiful case. Who is they? The people that, let's go, we're going to have to go back. Verse 6. Second Esdras chapter 9 and 6. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonderful and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. And every one that shall be saved shall be able to escape. That word escape, that's a scary word, man. Why would you need to be able to escape, man? Why would you need to be able to escape? It's because the Lord's sending them death angels, man. You see? Lord ain't no joke, man. It says, everyone shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. So faith without works is dead. Whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils. You got to look into that word perils, man. Goes into calamity, goes into just horrible times, man. And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Let's talk about the elect. Everybody else gonna get messed up, man. Verse 9, Second Esdras chapter 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them off away, and they which have cast them, Slakia. Let me read that again. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Because, you know, you got your family members, you got everybody, man. And that's one thing about it, man. You gotta realize, even though you love them, and I love my family, man. You know, I love my people, my friends or whatever, my so-called friends. They might die, man. They might, I might go, man. You know, like, we gotta separate totally from this world, man. Because the times that we're in, iniquity's not only abounding, the love of many is waxing cold. You know, your own family members have you in the trick bag, man. They'll set your ass up. You know, just think if the government put a hit out, yeah, you got anybody have the Bible or talk about God, you know, I got $1,000 and this, that, and the other. We can put on your chip, you know. Put on your chip, put on this, that, and that. They gonna give your ass up, man. They gonna give you up, man. Going back to that St. Matthew's, man. They're gonna give you up. You're gonna be out here in the woods where I am right now, you know, digging a hole somewhere, trying to make this, that, and the other, but they gonna find you there. You're gonna have to keep on running. We're gonna have to be as pilgrims upon the earth, man, for real. Like, we gotta take that in consideration, man. Our own people that we love the most, that we may have seen, and they rocked us when we was babies, gave us suck. They might turn against you, man. They gonna turn against you, man. But the thing is, hey, we gonna have the Lord, man. You know, the Lord say, hey, he endureth to the end. The same shall be saved, man. It says, verse 10, for such in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty. Like, people loathe the law going into hate. They hate the law of the Lord, man. Especially when that first C-19 happened and everybody was locked down. There was brothers that was getting right with the Lord. And then there was people that was like, I'm about to go play. I want to go play. Let's party. Let's bullshit. We was getting right with the Lord while they was bull crapping, man. You know? Verse 10, for such in their lives have received benefits and have not known me. Because they worship why did they receive benefits? Because they're already on the side of the devil. The devil runs this earth right now. Going back to St. Matthew's chapter 4, man. Whenever he took our Lord, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, into that extremely high pinnacle, and he promised him, he's like, I'll give you all these kingdoms of the world if you would just fall down and worship me. Then you go back to Genesis chapter 27, whenever Isaac, he came in there crying, and, Esau came in there crying to his father Isaac, bless me, Father, even bless me, right? He gave him the sword of the earth, man. Then you gotta go back to the Esdras, man. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob. So they know what it is, man. They know what it is. The wicked at least know who we are, man. That's why you go into that Revelations 12:12, man. Because that's what's happening right now, man. That's what's happening, man. Revelations 12:12. And that's the squeeze. It's lucky. I'm getting bit up out here. I'm going to have to close this down. It wasn't supposed to be that long anyway, man. Shazak, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. This is that Revelations 12:12. And that's why you see a squeeze. That's why you see fires often being sent out. The Sodomite sea crying, going back to that second Esdras. You see all these things happening, man. You're seeing a squeeze on these people. More people are homeless. More people are just losing their mind. I wouldn't be surprised if people start blowing their damn brains out because they can't take it. How much things cost. How much food costs, how much this, that, and the other costs. They can't take care of themselves. We living in those times, man, when the Lord is putting a squeeze on this place. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. They know that they have but a short time to achieve their new world order, because they're seeing the prophets rise up. And every time the prophets rose up in the last days, guess what happened after that, man? Good things for Israel happened, man. Good things are bad things. So the wicked, at least, they know that we're the Israelites. That's why they're trying to hide it. But they know that good things are happening for us. They know that, hey, the Lord, he might be on their side again, man. We got to hurry up and do something about it. We got to hurry up and get this birthright back. We got to do whatever it takes, man. We got to poison their food. We got to poison their water. We got to get them lab-grown meats. We got to take CO2 out the earth. Yeah, they got Biden signing contracts to take CO2 out of the atmosphere, man. Going to that CO2, I mean, it's like a basic fundamental life building block, man. Everything needs CO2, man. But they want to take it out of the earth. You got them trying to block out the sun. The book of Jeremiah chapter 31 tells us if these ordinances depart from me, what the book of let me just go to it real quick. So they're coming down with great wrath, right? They're coming down with great wrath because they know that they got a short time, because these damn devils, so-called white men and the heathen, was that Psalms 83? They coming down with great wrath, man, because they know they got a short time. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, and it reads verse bear with me. Jeremiah 31 and Yeah, this is verse 35. This is Jeremiah chapter 31 and 35. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. Verse 36, and here's the point. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever, man. You see? So these crackers and these other heathens, they're trying to block out the sun, man. They're trying to literally block out the sun because they know the scriptures too. They want to get rid of Israel. They want to get rid of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. I'm getting tore up out here, boy. So if these ordinances depart from before the Lord, then the Lord would block off Israel, man. But they won't perform their enterprise, man. They won't be able to do it, man. They're not going to be able to do it. They think that they're slick, man, but they're not slick. You know, the Lord, hey, what's the scriptures tell you? Man's goings are of the Lord. Scriptures also tell you the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So they think that they're controlling stuff, but they're not really controlling anything, man. You see? They're not really controlling anything. It's the book of Job chapter 20 and 19. It says, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor. And who's the poor? You Israelites, man. We're the poor. We're the ones in the ghettos. We're the ones at the very bottom of this society, man. Okay, but it's going to be a changing of the guards real soon, man. That's why you're seeing all these things happen, man. You know, devil coming down with great wrath, but it's the Lord also letting us know to rejoice and be glad. Going back to that Revelations chapter 12 and 12, man. Because he's going to take revenge on our enemies, man. You know, he's going to put us on the top soon, man. Job chapter 20 and 19, because he hath oppressed, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house in which he buildeth not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. And that's all he does is take away houses which he buildeth not. I mean, in the beginning, you know, when Cain murdered his brother Abel, you know, he made him a vagabond, you know. he made him so that hey, only I'm gonna kill you, but you're gonna be roaming the earth. You ain't gonna have no dwelling place, man. Verse 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save that which he desires. And what's that he desires? He desires to have a new world order, man. He desires to put all you people, you blacks, Latinos, Native Americans especially, into slavery and put a chip inside you, man. Revelation 13 and 16. So that you could be a slave, so he can track your every move. So that he can Psalms 2 into you, man. What Psalms 2 says, let us cut their cords and let us break their bands asunder and cut away their cords. Where your cord at, man? Your cord is to the Lord, right? Let me get that real quick. Your cord is to the Lord. And I keep bringing this out, man. I can't help it. I may not know everything about the scriptures, but I teach the same scriptures over and over again till the point get across. I don't even give a fuck no more. Hey, that's all I know. That's what the Lord gave me, so that's what I'm gonna teach, man. That Psalms 2 is talking about, you look around your house, right? You got cords in, right? You got cords in. Well, it plugs into a socket, man. That socket gives that cord that power, right? Our cord is the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So if they cut our damn cords, how are we going to get to the Lord? If they put a chip in you, if they give you different religions like Christianity and all these things, and you forget about the name of the Lord, they've been cutting our cords. That's why the scriptures say there should be a falling away first, because these damn devils cut our cords. And then shall that man of sin be revealed, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Because they cut our cords. This is Psalms, right? Psalms 2 In 1, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? It's a vain thing to think you're going to take the elect away from the Lord. The Lord said, hey, thine are mine and mine are thine, and no man can take them out of my Father's hand. It's a vain thing you think you can take the elect away from the Lord? You serious? But this cracker devil, he really thinks that, man. He really thinks that in his heart. It says, verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, hey, it says they take the counsel against the Lord first, right? And against his anointed, his elect, his people, his elect of his people, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Yeah, they can't. And then verse 4, the Lord's laughing. It says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Ha ha ha. You know, the Lord's going to laugh at this. The Lord shall have them in derision, because there's no way, going back to the book of St. John, right? You can't take, the Lord said, thine are mine and mine are thine, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it, because they were preserved from the beginning of the earth for the Lord. You see? He's not going to be able to, and your cord, just think about that. See, right now we're learning this truth, and we might have had a plastic cord at first, you know, and you look around your house and you got cords going in, you know, different places, and it's just regular plastic, you know, but our cord right now that's getting built up is a material that you can't break. It's like he chopping it with an axe. Esau chopping it with an axe. It's like electricity, man. It's like full on, like a material. Like, you can't break this material, man. It might as well be covered in, you know, pure steel, like, you know, pure, you know. And we plugging it back into Yahweh Shai, man. We plugging our cord back into Yahweh Shai, and this damn devil, he keep on trying to chop on it with an axe, but he ain't gonna be able to break it. There's a force field around it now. We're fully plugged in, plug it in, right? To the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know? They can't mess with us, man. So it says, Job 20 and 21, or 20, Job 20 and 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desireth. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. Verse 22, and it's the point. In 23, right? In 22 and 23. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly with his new world order, trying to make everybody worship his image, worship the beast in his image. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Yeah, he's eating right now. Man with man, woman with woman. This is a part of his new world order, a part of his image, man. That same image of the beast. Pushing puberty blockers on kids, pronouns, and all these things, man. These are all a part of his new world order, man. You know? You know, passing laws to protect drag shows. You got drag shows performing in churches and shit. That's how you know these churches is weak, man. These churches, these Christianity, all these things are a snare and a trap, man. Everything is a trap, man. You know? But I gotta get going, man. Hopefully this message was edifying, man. Hey, Shazak Ban Yahweh to put up them scripts, man. I appreciate your scripts, man. I'm gonna get going, though, man. Hey, Shalom to you, man. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rahakakodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who root well, teach well. And peace and salutations to you, hopeful elect of Israel, man. Shalom. The water for tuning in, man. Appreciate you.